Yo, what's good? It's Us with Power. Today I'm gonna bring y'all my SMG PvP build. I call it the Shredder because it's shredding everything in PvP right now, man. This build is absolutely shredding. You can use it in Dark Zone, you can use it in Conflict, you can even use it in the open world. It's a wonderful build, man. It uses the talent Versitile, and I use a SMG and a rifle, and I switch between the two, and it's awesome, man. But let's get into the build, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's do it. Alright, we running demolitionist for the talent crisis response. So we running unbreakable on this build, and once you're unbreakable procs, you also get your all your weapons refilled with ammo. Kind of like that clutch feeling a little bit, but you know, just with unbreakable. Alright, we're using the tactical vector SBR 9mm, and this gun is hitting hard. It's shredding through everything right now. It's got a 91.1. It's got a 1200 RPM, 43 in the mag. We got 12% SMG damage, 21 critical hit chance, 11% magazine size, and we got measured. The top half of the magazine has 20% rate of fire and minus 30% weapon damage. The bottom half of the magazine has minus 20% rate of fire and 30% total weapon damage. And you won't even be able to tell. We got the Baker's Dozen. It's hitting at 508. It's got 15 rifle damage, 13 critical hit damage, 6% damage to armor, and it's got perfect lucky shot. Magazine capacity is increased by 30%. Missed shots from cover have a 100% chance to return to the magazine. So we got a close distance gun and we got a long range gun. Alright, let's get into the gear. We run a two-piece Sokolov. We got 12.3 weapon damage, 13% weapon handling, 12 critical hit damage, and 11.3 critical hit damage mod. We rocking two-piece Providence. It's got 14.2 weapon damage, 3.5 critical hit chance, 12 critical hit damage, and 11% critical hit damage mod. And we rocking Unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. And it's got a 60-second cooldown. When your Unbreakable procs, that will refill all your ammo, and you can keep going. But one clip after you proc Versatile will destroy almost any. It'll go through shields. It'll go through anything. The gun is hitting hard, and Versatile just buffs your gun so much more. On a maxed out build like this, it completely just shreds everything. Like nothing will be standing after you hit somebody with this build. We got the Sokolov holster. It's got 15 weapon damage, 6 critical hit chance, and 12 critical hit damage. We got the Overlord armaments knee pads. It's got 14.8 weapon damage, 15% damage to target out of cover, and it's got 12% critical hit damage. And I had the same build, same pieces and everything. I just swapped the knee pads out and the gloves out, and I had 180 critical hit damage. The Fox Prayer knee pads and the Contractor's gloves, I tested it many times. They give you more damage than 180 critical hit damage. My critical hit damage dropped to 155 from 180, but I'm putting out more damage and I'm still putting out higher crits because of the 15% damage to target out of cover and because of the 11% damage to armor. The damage to armor is multiplicative, and the 15% damage to target out of cover is multiplicative as well. Alright, the gloves, 15 weapon damage, 11% damage to armor, and 10.9 critical hit damage. If you don't got the Contractor's gloves and the Fox Prayer's gloves, you need those because those will max out the damage on your build. And this is the key of this build right here. This talent right here, Versatile. We got 15 weapon damage, 11 critical hit damage, 4.5 critical hit chance, 11.1 critical hit damage mod. And we got Versatile. Amplifies total weapon damage for 10 seconds when swapping between your primary and your secondary weapons if they are different. 35% to enemies within 15 meters for shotguns and SMGs. So you get 35% amplified damage when we swap from our rifle to our SMG. So the main thing you want to do with this build is you're running around with your rifle, you see somebody close up, you swap out to your SMG, you blaze them down, and they're done. That 35% amplified weapon damage is no joke. And then, alright, we got 35% to enemies further than 25 meters for rifles and marksman rifles. So this is the long distance. This is where the rifle come into play. You know what I'm saying? You sitting in the back, or you playing at a distance, trying to avoid all the status effects that's going on, because they trying to use mad status effects. You sit in the back, pull your rifle out, hit them with the rifle as far away as you can, and you'll keep procking that and keep swapping your weapon back and forth while you're far away, and you'll keep getting that damage buff. And we got 10% to enemies between 15%, 25 meters, 15 to 25 meters for LMGs and assault rifles. At most once per 5 seconds per weapon type. So the damage buff lasts for 5 seconds and is delayed for 5 seconds. So when you swap to a weapon, you get the buff for 5 seconds and the other weapon is on cooldown for 5 seconds. That's how it goes. But you don't have to use rifles. You can use anything you want, but you gotta mix match it. You can't use 2 SMGs, 2 rifles. You can use SMG and AR, or whatever you prefer you could use. But the best to go right now, I think, is SMGs and a rifle, because the rifles hit hard, and the SMG if you close in and you swap into that and you got a mid max build, they done for. They done for. That's just that. Like, SMGs is hitting now with that crazy RPM 1200. Like, yeah, that's really awesome, man. Like, I didn't know this build was gonna hit so this hard. Like, I'm actually proud that I, made something different than a rifle build for once, right? I was gonna do a PvP rifle build, but everybody's running that, so I wanted to try something different. Alright, we got 91 weapon damage. We got 50k PvP weapon damage. We got 60 critical hit chance. We got 153 critical hit damage. We got 60 headshot damage and 11% damage to armor. We got 91.1 all weapon damage bonus. We got 10% rifle damage bonus, and we got 37% machine gun damage bonus. Alright, before we get into the video, I'm gonna head to the shooting range and show y'all some damage numbers, and I'm gonna show y'all how to work the talent Versitile and proc the stats. Alright, let's put this on elite and vulnerable. Alright, we're gonna hit the 5 meters close up for SMGs. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all the normal damage numbers that I'm hitting. It's about 300k. Even without Versitile, this gun is still shredding for to be hitting that much. Like, even Versitile just pushes so much over. Like, it pushes it way over. Like, alright, so do the swap. So the rifle was on cooldown. The SMG got the buff. You can see it in the lower left hand corner. Almost 600k. We're almost hitting 600k with the SMG now. A bullet, and it's hitting at high rates of speed. That's the thing. It's hitting at real high rates. So that's the build. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We about to get into some conflict gameplay. I appreciate everybody that's been coming through, subscribing, and I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna keep dropping these builds, and I'm gonna keep grinding.
The boost is being taken by allies. The boost has been taken by allies. Rogue restore hive detected. Rogue defend.
specialization supply drop has been arranged for you.